Lekha, we've been sort of trying to see what the fine print is, but your overall reaction to the budget so far?
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Please carry on.
Oh, yeah. That emphasis on the capital expenditure, that is much expected. And, it's a budget which is beyond growth paradigm. It's focusing on the human development. But the confusion is, where is the money coming from? Because on one side, we have announced that on the taxation side, the populist policies. On the other side, the fiscal deficit is on the path of fiscal consolidation. And we have pegged the fiscal deficit to 5.9. So we need to see the details of market borrowings to get into the details. And the tax buoyancy, we of course look into the fiscal marksmanship. What is the budget estimate and what is the revised estimate? We need to see the numbers. I need to see the budget at a glance at least. But my hunch is there is no serious announcement about the avenues of the revenue stability. But at the same time, the populist measures are announced with food security for another 1 year and the women's empowerment. Of course, it's welcome because it's a beyond GDP paradigm or beyond GDP emphasis in the budget. That's welcome, especially the peer monitoring models of the access to the credit of women to the formal credit infusion and the credit system. These are welcome. And the digital infrastructure, the emphasis given on that against a backdrop of the G20. So these are welcome, but my hunch is, where's the money coming from? So we need to know the details of the expenditure side. And then only we will be able to know how the fiscal consolidation part is going to be, that by 2025-26, we are going to reach the 4.5. But had the emphasis been not on the fiscal consolidation, but substantiating the high fiscal deficit or high debt by linking into the beyond growth paradigm and the capital infrastructure, I would have been able to understand this narrative a little better.
All right. Lekha Chakraborty, I know you have to leave us. So one last quick comment from you on that. When you're saying where will the money come from, presumably this is a bet on growth, right? If you keep on growing, you can be the fastest growing economy in the world, get it from 6.5 up to 6.9, something like that, spend on that infrastructure. The money will come because there'll be tax buoyancy. And that is something which we have seen in the past, including, by the way, cutting some of the tax rates. Sometimes the Laffer curve does work in India, as we saw with corporate tax.
Oh, sure. I do agree to the point that, we need to emphasize the threshold ratio deficit to GDP, not only the numerator deficit, but we need to see the denominator. And I agree with you that if we are able to widen the denominator, the growth, it can have its own right repercussions on reduction in the threshold ratio of the GDP to the fiscal deficit to GDP. That point is welcome, but at the same time, we are keeping the deficits very high, and the narrative is closely linked to the capex, and there is a lag in its impact on the growth. So that we need to wait and see, and the emphasis on the capital. Yeah.